Welcome to another episode of the Bug Bite, hosted by yours truly, Tech Coach Ralph, where we're engineering to win. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a move that Microsoft is making and why it is so important that you continue to learn new languages, learn many languages, and continue to enhance your technical skills because you do not want to be left behind. So let's just jump right into our article for today and we'll get to it. All right, so this article comes to us by Spiceworks and it's titled Say Goodbye to VBScript. Microsoft moves towards modern scripting languages. And it says by the second half of 2024, Microsoft plans to phase out VBScript, directing users and developers towards safer options like PowerShell and JavaScript. Learn about the implications and adapt scripting strategies accordingly. All right, and this is by Deprecates, right? And this was written on May 24th, 2024. And just a shout out to my good friend Yakar, who sent me this article. And it was a very interesting title and subheadline. I didn't even read the whole thing yet, but because I wanted to read it together. But one thing that he did tell me about was, this shows the importance of continuing to learn new languages and stuff like that. So let's get started. Microsoft will start phasing out VBScript in the second half of 2024 and plans to remove it from future Windows versions. This process will happen in stages. First, VBScript will become optional in Windows 11 version 24H2, then disabled by default in 2027, and finally completely removed. So it pretty much is going to be optional. Then they're going to just disable it, and you'll have to manually enable it if you want to use it, and then it's going to be completely removed. Microsoft advised users to switch their VBScript-based apps and processes to modern alternatives for continued functionality and security. As Microsoft has announced its plan to retire VBScript, an integral scripting language within Windows operating systems, by the second half of 2024. Introduced in 1996, VBScript has played a vital role in Windows operations, mainly for task automation and web development enhancements. It allows users to develop and design dynamic web pages and automate functions within Internet Explorer. That's a key word right here. And here's the thing. People can be so stuck on what they're used to, and then they refuse to enhance. It kind of reminds me of people like, I just want to do manual QA. I just want to do manual QA. I'm like, well, there's an evolution happening where you still need to know how to do manual QA, but you also need to be able to do automation, right? I do automation all the time, but I still do manual QA every single day. And it's how to optimize it, because you don't want to have to continue doing the same things over and over and over again. If there's a better way to do it, then companies are going to go for that better option. So while you are reluctant to learn and to grow, companies are looking for those who are innovative, those who are out there to go get it. And I remember I had an interview one time, and this one person said, people talk about automation, but and it was a manager. It's like, but manual. I'm like, all right, cool, if that's for you, but don't be surprised when you get phased out. I mean, I didn't tell them in the interview, but that's the sentiment behind it, right? So according to Microsoft Program Manager Naveen Shankar, this decision reflects the evolution of technology, prioritizing robust scripting languages such as JavaScript and PowerShell for modern web development and automation tasks. And it says the deprecation plan is structured into 3 phases. VB will initially be enabled by default as an optional feature in Windows 11 24H2, transition to an on-demand feature by 2024, and finally retired entirely from future Windows versions. And this is a picture of the timeline. So deprecation phase is happening between the second half of 2024 and up to 2027. And then deprecation phase 2 in around 2027 is going to be Visual Basics feature on demand will be disabled by default. So you'd have to enable it, like I said earlier. And then at some point, it's going to be completely removed from the operating system, maybe whatever comes after 2027. All right. So following Microsoft's October announcement of discontinuing VBScript after 3 decades as a Windows system component, efforts to strengthen system security have been initiated. This includes default blocking VBA Office macros and introducing XML macro protection across Microsoft 365 tenants worldwide. This move aims to mitigate malware threats exploiting VBScript, including Lokibot, Emotet, Qbot, and Darkgate, with continuous efforts dating back to 2018. As Microsoft moves forward with the deprecation of VBScript, users and developers are encouraged to switch to modern scripting languages to improve system security and maintain compatibility with future Windows release. All right. And I mean, I'm not exactly sure what these developers are doing, particularly with VBScript at this point, because from who's still using a scripting language from 1996? We have JavaScript, we have Node, we have Python, we have Java. So many ways to do different things but like I was saying earlier, people sometimes get very, very stuck to the past and they don't want to grow. They don't want to enhance. All right. So let's keep going a little bit more. More on Microsoft. So I think that's it. So that's the end of the article. And like I said, this article was by Pragati Pate. And so let's go back to our full screen. All right. So basically what Yakar and I were discussing is the importance of continuing to grow, continuing to learn multiple languages. Some people, they'll say, oh, I'm a Java person. Oh, I'm an Angular person. And it's like, I don't want to learn React, or I'm a React person. I don't want to learn Angular. I don't want to learn Next.js. I don't want to learn whatever there is, or I don't want to learn a popular one. I'm a front end person. I don't want to learn back end. And it's like, why are you limiting yourself? The more that you know, the more marketable that you can make yourself, and that you can be able to move around. See, me, I don't like to be tied down to only one option. And that's why on this channel, we will be going from Terraform to QA to mobile development. And then the other day we spent about 2 hours updating a React application in order to get the privacy policy page to move forward with the mobile app deployment to the production app stores. And we've done cybersecurity on this channel. Like, we explore. And, learning a little bit about, because I'll say this, I am very well versed in the quality assurance realm, in writing automated tests, coming up with strategies. But there are so many other things that is so important to learn, that when these companies make these major decisions, because I'm sure there's some people who might be, maybe not many at this point, but there's some people that might be really upset that Microsoft is deprecating VBScript. But I remember I was using VBScript about 12 years ago when I first started doing automation using Quick Test Professional. Unified Functional Testing is what it's named now. And it used VBScript from what I remember. And it was, trying to figure it out, kind of clunky, kind of slow. But it was an application built for a Windows-based software. Controlling how the browser interacted through Windows-based scripting. And then when we moved off of that into Selenium WebDriver, not only did we save the company a lot of money, we were able to expand our capabilities. Like, we were able to run tests in parallel, for instance. So what I want you guys to understand is, it is so important that you continue to learn, you continue to grow, because you only hold yourself back. And if you only want to learn this one or two things, how to maybe you want to be stuck on VBScript, or you want to be stuck on manual testing, whatever the case may be. Now you have somebody else that comes in who is energetic, who's not just sitting around waiting for something to happen for them. They go out there and do it. They say, okay, I'm going to learn Python, I'm going to learn Java, I'm going to learn JavaScript, I'm going to learn PowerShell, I'm going to learn some cloud engineering. I don't know, whatever the case may be. But making yourself a lot more marketable in the marketplace, showing the value that you bring to the table. That's the question that every time you go to an interview, every time you submit your resume, you are trying to explain, trying to share, what do you bring to the table for that company you're applying for, that you're interviewing for. And this is an excellent article that shows, if you get stuck in the past, you will be left behind in the past. Simple as that. There's no better way to explain it. If you don't move forward, you're going to be left behind. And that's why I find it super important. And that's why here on this channel, we are so explorative. Just the other day, we were working on Karate Framework. Did I like it? Not so much, but I know how to use it in case I have to at one point. We did BDD. We've used Behave. Have we done Cucumber yet? I don't know. I don't think, actually, let me add that to the list. We're going to be doing Cucumber soon. Doing Cucumber with Java. We're going to be learning C# at some point. And by learning C#, I mean, it's very similar to Java. So we'll just adapt what we know in Java to C#. But we've done JavaScript. We've done super tests for API testing. We've done Playwright, Selenium, Cypress, everything. And that's what we don't put ourselves in a box. We don't put ourselves in a box. What's the quote from the movie Dirty Dancing? What's the quote from Dirty Dancing? We'll say, nobody puts Tech Coach Ralph or the Tech Barbarians in a box or in a corner, whatever the quote is, right? We are innovative, we expand. And that's what I want to share with you. That's the idea, that's the thought I want you to have. Let's go out there and win. Let's continue to learn, let's continue to run it up. That's it, right? So that is my thoughts, my ideas behind this article about Microsoft deprecating VBScript after like, it's almost been 20 or 30 years. It's almost been 30 years. 1996, VBScript was introduced. We're in 2024. 28 years. And now if you're still stuck on this old dying language and you never took the opportunity to level up, then you're going to be left behind. So it's never too late though. It is never too late. So let's get to it, all right? Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of The Bug Bite. I really, really appreciate it. If you found this video helpful, informative, useful, go ahead and do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know every single time that we go live or drop new content. And if you're in need of additional technical coaching from me, go over to www.techcoachralph.dev where we can get you set up on a one-on-one coaching plan and help you run it up, help you get the necessary skills that you need so that you can thrive in your career, right? On that note, this is Tech Coach Ralph with another episode of The Bug Bite, and we are out.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.